Hello and welcome to my first Dominion League match of Season 76, playing in C1 against Spiraler. We've got Hideout, Priest, Counterfeit, Trashing, Draw from Livery, Torture, Royal Galley, Royal Blacksmith, plus actions from Hamlet, Hideout, Royal Galley, gains from Counterfeit, Hamlet. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I think Priest is a pretty clear opener. And then do we want to silver? It will help hit 5. It's ultimately not really a card we care about having. We could just take a Hamlet. Makes it less likely we bottom deck the Priest. I think I'm just going to take the Hamlet. Alright, let's get a Counterfeit as our first 5, I think. Take another Hamlet, I guess. And now Livery, I think. That's just unfortunate. I guess I'll take a Galley here. Unfortunate because I want to see the Counterfeit and the Priest at the same time. We don't need the action, obviously. The buy... yeah. Okay. Are we ready for Outpost already? We do also have to think about like the Torture attack. I don't think that it's going to be too impactful because the Trashing is good enough. We could also just get like a couple more Galleys. Next turn, we're not going to have the greatest of turns. Maybe Galleys now, and then next turn we get a more expensive card because we're going to have no plus buy. We're going to have Priest and Livery. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get an Outpost. It could be wrong. Oh my god. This is really bad. Unless I top deck a Hamlet, which I have a 1 in 5 chance to do. I don't do that. I think I just play the Outpost. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, we do have more villages down there. I think I'm going to take one more Livery, maybe? We are going to need to get more villages still, but... we just gain the curse? Sure. Do potentially need another action. More money than we really need. I think I want to get... I'll take a galley and we have 2 of each. Now maybe we should get it on the torturer thing. Sure. Kind of do need to do these at this point. Okay. We're pretty good on the actions front, I think. We might need like one more Hamlet. Should we consider starting to score as well? We go like Hamlet, Province, Livery. Discard for action, yes. Don't do that yet. Short on the buys this turn. I guess that's fine. Should we just take 2 provinces? Probably. We can always trash horses for more money with the priest. I guess also the curses that we're presumably going to get. Yeah. Spiraler never picked up an outpost, which seems like not great for them. I'm just going to gain 2 curses. Go ahead and discard the curse for buy. Expect I will need it. Last card is another curse. Okay. We could leave it on top. Save these horses. All right. Province. And then we need something to trash with the counterfeit. Generate money. We could get another priest as well. We could go just priest double copper. Seems reasonable. Okay. I'm not actually sure I was going to make it to double province. I think I was going to be in a pretty good spot regardless. Oh, we still haven't released the update where this gets displayed correctly. That's unfortunate. I thought maybe that had gotten fixed, but I guess sometimes it's hard for me to keep track of what's gone out versus just what's fixed for me in development. Anyway, so bounty hunter only thinning, lackeys and flagship are the actions, which is a little awkward. Do we need to play with herb gather here? No, we don't. Okay. Then I think I prefer lackeys to silver. Do we want to get a second bounty hunter? Maybe not quite yet. A flagship. Trickster definitely seems relevant, but wow, what? You get 5-6? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get looting first. Jewels, not spectacular. I mean, obviously it's possible with Bounty Hunter silver as an opening to hit that, but it's just, I don't think it's very likely. Alright, so we should probably get a Trickster, which means Trickster lackeys. Do we want to leave the flagship in play? Or do we want to double play the Bounty Hunter? This costs us a villager. That Sexton is doing work already. They've just played it each of the last 2 turns. I think I'm going to leave the flagship in play. Should we get looting again? Or should we get more draw? I'm going to say looting one more time. Puzzle box. Okay, that's better. Puzzle boxing, at some point, puzzle boxing and map maker should be good. I guess Trickster can set aside the puzzle box too. So, like, in theory, you have like a whole thing there, especially with flagship. You can then flagship map maker a bunch of times. I don't know if that's practical, but wow. Okay. Bounty hunter. Maybe it's time for that second bounty hunter though. Yeah, no trickster either. No puzzle box. It's rough. Ugh, this is, yeah. Got the jewels down there, so I guess we do play the lackeys here to draw that. Rude. Do we want 7? Doesn't seem super important. I think I'll puzzle box the copper. And is it time for map maker? Do we think our opponent's going to start greening soon? Hard to say. There's a lot of VP, alt VP on the board, but I'll take a map maker. Fug. Wait, are they? What is Acolyte gonna do? Or maybe they're just trying to get to Sorceress or Sybil. Hammer, Jeepus. That's. Oh, yay. Eight coins right now. Do we play this lackeys is the question. I think so. Play this lackeys. I think so. Yeah, I want to do this. I'm gonna puzzle box the map maker though. Take the lackeys. And what? We got 4 villagers, they've got 5 villagers. That number is never going up. There is a limit to how big we can really expect to build here. I'm wondering about taking a province already. Sure. So this could be... Yeah, I guess they're trying to get to Sybil. I mean, I would be happy to have Sybils in my deck. I would also be happy for my second bounty hunter to result in me having exiled more cards than my opponent, but apparently that's not happening. Do we buy another province, or do we do something like flagship mapmaker? I'm gonna go with the flagship map maker. Yeah, we lost that curse split pretty hard. It's obnoxious. Province, bounty hunter, because then we can bounty hunt the province. And yeah, I would like to see these flagships. Thank you very much. Bounty hunt province, that much is obvious. We could just bounty hunt lackeys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, there's 2 piles empty. I did not actually realize how close this game was to ending. Okay, maybe we should just play the lackeys then. Or even flagship it. Double flagship it? Hmm. $15 now. Unfortunately, nothing we exile is going to get us to double province. We could puzzle box the bounty hunter. I might rather puzzle box the jewels, though. Although 12 isn't too hot. Does this thing work? We could annex. Maybe that's the play. Puzzle box the bounty hunter by province. Annex. Choose up to 5 cards to not shuffle in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe the lackeys shouldn't go in as well. I mean, we could be bounty hunting lackeys, but I guess we kind of lack. I think I'm gonna pick up the lackeys. Well, to do that. Okay. We flagship the bounty hunter, or we can. Would we be bounty hunting the trickster? In that case, we should flagship the bounty hunter, right? Almost out of villagers. Probably we puzzle box. The lackeys. Oh. I forgot they had a map maker. Just the one, but. Well, this isn't great. They just still didn't hit province, though. That part's good. I think I'm just going to leave the flagships in play and take a tunnel. Well, shit. Multiplying the bounty hunter here is not going to do me any good. Yeah, I mean, this was always like a... be rough with... Oh, come on. Top decked it. Ah. I'm just not drawing my map makers at all here. Like, it's been so long since I saw them. Man, I mean, this should have... I'm not surprised that I lost, but I should have at least been closer. Like, come on. Yeah, I mean, obviously, losing the curse split 7-3 did not do me any favors. Oh boy. We got... Frigate. Got Cathedral. We've got... no plus actions. What is this board? There are a lot of cheap things to gain that you could use for vineyard points, I guess. Does it even make sense to get Cathedral when you already have Goat in your deck? I kind of do think that like an Inventor thing with vineyards would be good. Oh, you can block the frigate attack, but it doesn't really matter because you can't do... Oh, I guess there is contract. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. That does change things. There is plus actions here, and there is defense against frigate. So we probably do want to build. It's just a question of how to do that. Does it involve opening Cathedral? It probably does. Just because that's going to be such an accelerant. Do you want to get an Inventor? I wonder if they had a 2-5. Okay, so Pixie. We got no estates down there, so we're going to hit 4 next turn. Well, we're going to hit Trash the Copper and hit 3. We do need to find a way to get to contract. Maybe we need to take a silver. One silver, yeah. That's an interesting time to get Cathedral. Okay, so we could take a second Inventor already, or we could just take like Pixie or C chart or something. Let's just take 2 C charts. And then do I want to trash a copper? 90 yes, kind of no. Probably it's correct to do it. There's also something to be said for like grave robber pixie stuff, I guess. Yeah, I will draw that. And take another Inventor, trash that, take a contract. Annoying. All right, let's take 2 more C charts. Do I care about stacking these Inventors? Maybe not too much. Oh man. I got Earth's Gift and Swamp's Gift. Well, I guess I haven't been trying for pixies anyway, so I can't really complain. But there haven't been that many boons flipped, period, so. Yeah. I think we just take another Inventor. Apparently that was incorrect. Should have taken another contract. We got 5 Inventors already. We're going to contract 2 of them. I think it makes more sense to contract Inventor than C chart, because that way C chart can find Inventor. Well, it does mean you can't gain and play with Inventor. Yeah, maybe it is. Well, we can contract 1 Inventor. Okay, yeah. I'm really not sure. I think it's contract. And what do we buy? I mean, having more of the inventors is valuable. Maybe we should just get one more. We have 6 inventors. We'll have at most 4. If they don't score here, I think we just win. If they do score, maybe we can win anyway. All right. Unfortunately, we do need to trash something. So what would winning look like? We're going to be able to play 3 total inventors. So we possibly get enough money for gather? I think the answer is no. 2 actions to play inventor. We have the starting inventor. So that's 3 gains. If we can't gather inventor anyway, we could potentially gather. It's 3, 4, 5. So if provinces cost 5, we would just gain a gold in a province. That's not particularly useful. They have C chart set aside so they can get at most 3 gains. We have 4 gains, I guess, if we can clear our buy. So we shouldn't lower piles. So maybe we do now take a pixie. I think we trash and well, trash inventor. You know, are we ever getting to play 5 inventors in a turn anyway? Probably not. Or 6 inventors, sorry. Oh. All right. I think we take a couple duchies. In a province. And now possibly we just trash one of the duchies. We'll see what our opponent does, but again, we can play as many as 3 inventors. Huh, they didn't save another card for contract. That's interesting. Right. So actually, if we're gonna trash the duchy anyway, are we? Maybe not. Maybe we just trash Pixie. Oh, I guess it didn't matter. the order here. So if we take 3 more duchies, they're going to be able to play at most 2 inventors. They're going to have at most 3 gains. 2 inventors does not... we get 1 duchy and 1 province at best. We took 3 duchies. We wouldn't be contracting anything. We took 2 duchies and a province. The best they could do is match that. No, they couldn't. I don't think they can, yeah. Oh, wait. I miscounted. Well, they can't end on duchies. Oh, I forgot I didn't have another action. But they... yeah, I don't think they can end on duchies. Because they don't have enough inventor plays. They might also have trouble hitting province for similar reasons. No, it can hit province. But we can just win on... inventors and duchies. All right. Maybe I should... maybe I no longer need to have this scoreboard since it's displayed in the game. Although I guess it's not displayed in the game here if the chat scrolls far enough. Panic. Donate. Okay. Panic might never activate because there's not a ton of reason to play with Mountain Shrine with Donate around. So we've got all the tools we need for a good deck here. I think we go Silver Patron Donate, probably. Or, I think. It can't be correct to open Silver Donate, I don't think. Well, can it? Maybe it can. I've also considered Mountain Shrine Donate, I guess, but The nice thing about the patron line is it does give us some villagers. We're probably going to need to keep some number of coppers either way. I think I want to get the patron. I don't know. I could be wrong about this, but... All right. right, we keep 1 copper, we clear, we get, yeah, probably a bandit camp. That's good for fairgrounds. I suppose all these shelters would be good for fairgrounds, but yeah. Maybe we... Or are they not going to play with Margrave? Surely they're going to play with Margrave. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, Bandit Camp Daimyo looks pretty correct. A little awkward. Do we want to... I think it's got to be this, but I don't think we want to Daimyo the Margrave. Like, I don't think that really does anything. Like, we're not going to have enough money to make use of that many buys. All right, certainly we're taking another Daimyo. We could just take 2 Daimyos. It's more flexible. Yeah, why not? Just bought all the Daimyos, I think, in their position, but... Alright. We do have another Daimyo left for Margrave. 1, 2, 3... Bought 3. Yeah, we're pretty fucked here. This is not a good board to be second player on. Greening early isn't necessarily going to help too much because there's fairgrounds. Oh, they won the colonnade split too. I totally blanked on that. Probably double bandit camp, Daimyo. It would be good to get another Margrave, but the bandit camps are the more immediately limiting factor. This is ridiculous. I really have to hope that somehow those extra coppers lead to a dud for them after they start greening. I think that's the only hope that I have, and it's not much of a hope. I don't like the extra patron for them. All right, do we need to double Daimyo the Margrave? Give us the 4 buys. We probably... Yeah, well, I guess I should look at... Is there any way I can make Fairgrounds worth a decent amount? We have copper and a silver. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 uniques. It's pretty far away. But I think we've got to play for it. So what does that mean? It means we want relatively more buys. Unfortunately, we're missing a spoils here. So I think we do want another Margrave. Patrol. So it'd be good to get a gold, but I mean, I guess we could get like a bureaucrat or a priest. We don't have to play it. I mean, I guess the bureaucrat attack could do something. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, silver donate might have been more correct for me. The problem is that if I had done that, A, I wouldn't have had all the villagers, which could matter in the end game here, like being able to lead off with the patrol or whatever. And B, I still would have been playing from behind relative to what my opponent is doing. I was hoping that, like, you know, somehow this would... Oh, Mountain Shrine draws cards. Amazing. Maybe I should have gotten that. Daimyo, the bandit camps. Oh, seriously, I didn't find the other two Daimyos. Oh my god. No. That's friggin' awful. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is hopeless, but we could clearly use a mountain shrine. Priest. And how much is Fairgrounds worth now? I'm just going to click on it and find out. 4. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's... Okay. That felt pretty unwinnable. Oh boy, Berserker. Something to butterfly it into, which would be kind of cool. 5 scribes, tokens. Oh, we've got Hunting Lodge. Okay. What, Sentinel or Masquerade? Probably Masquerade. I would think so. And then what do we take on for? I mean, it could be double Masquerade. That's not crazy. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go double mask. Unfortunate, there's just like, Butterfly does so little here. Alright, do we Berserk? I think we do. You can start taking native villages. Wait, what did they open? Oh, importer. Interesting. I wouldn't mind getting an importer. Sure. That card is a copper. Okay. Oh. That's cool. Yeah, it's gotta be... Get some more native villages. I guess I do want to draw because I want to get past this part of the shuffle. I think I'll just play the importer here and get another native village. Assuming I don't get past an estate. Oh, that could happen. Nope. Uh-oh. I really don't want to get berserkered into masqueraded. That might happen here. Oh, I discarded the berserker. Okay. Good. Really? No, that's not what I wanted. Guess I'll just spend all of these. Why not? I want to discard and draw with the Hunting Lodge, obviously. And I want to get the importer into play. Those are my priorities. How best to do that while not leaving junk on top or whatever? I think play the Hunting Lodge first, even though that's a little counterintuitive. It's just, if we set aside another native village and we can't pick this stuff up... Okay, well... It's not exactly what I was looking for. I think I'm down to take another importer. I think I'll just discard the Berserker just in case. Oh, okay. We do need to be careful about over-trashing copper, but I guess there's not actually a lot of copper in the trash anyway. So we can get yet another importer. Should we add another native village rather than an importer at this point? Probably. Oh, there's an estate. Incredible. All right. Do we just take all the hunting lodges? Certainly we take one hunting lodge. But I'm wondering about getting like a tragic hero or a charm or something. It might be a little tricky for us to hit like 5 in a way that takes advantage of the charm. We could get crown charm, I guess. That's pretty flexible. All right. Definitely want another importer. Do we crown the masquerade? We have more hunting lodges. I'm going to say no. Do we pass a state? Ooh. That last card is a native village. So if we draw it, pick up with it, we can get multiple 5s here. We have one importer in play, which is not very threatening. Bump, bump, bump. Crown. Charm for buy coins and gain card. And they do have 2 berserkers. So they could empty this stuff. They're not immediately threatening to win off the back of that. I'm wondering if I should nonetheless take Duchy just to be on the safe side. Is it actually safe? And we've got 3 importers coming in. We can empty the hunting lodges easily enough. We could just go Crown Charm again. I think I like that. Well, okay. Not exactly finding the hunting lodges here. We're gonna have to crown the native village. Not great. Unclear whether we should play around the... I think we should play around the masquerade, probably. Yeah, this could be bad. I mean, we can at the very least... Oh, they didn't... Well, Oh, this is a win. No, it's not. We don't have any points. Okay. Okay, I think what we do... The odds that we don't find something useful with this native village are low, but they're not 0. I think our charm can gain the hunting. Our charms can gain the hunting lodges if we do draw. I think I'm just going to take 3 duchies. Okay. Okay. So we berserk for native village. Can we possibly... I think we might be able to get there this turn. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up with this native village. I'm not sure about that, but... Oh. That was a good set-aside anyway. Yeah, I mean, they have no importers in play, so, like, what's their response here? They have, like, no money in their deck. Yeah. That was a weird one. Alright, and last game. 5-2 with Recruiter. That's probably good. Shelters, it's a little unfortunate, but... Recruiter Chapel? How do we build back up if we do that? Importer? Yeah, okay. There's gang of pickpockets, but obviously I'm going to spend a favor here. This board has no buys. What does capitalism affect? Priest and sacrifice? That's not... Doesn't look too relevant. Wait, what? How the fuck did I... Like, why would I... Why would I click on capitalism? I like, that's... What the fuck? That's insane. That's absolutely insane. We don't have the chapel in hand. If I discard the necropolis? No. Alright. Let's get that importer. Alright, now I will spend a favor. I wonder if it's worth playing the necropolis here. And spending a favor to make sure that I can get another importer. I think Put it like that. Maybe it's better to just trash the necropolis. No. All right. So now, what are we doing? Is mine maybe not completely ridiculous? Like, we've got no plus buy. We need some way to... Like, we could do grave robber stuff. Maybe that's just the play, is we just do grave robber stuff. In which case, I think we take grave robber already and plan to use it to trash the chapel. This is 4 coins. Do we need... I don't think we need 4... Oh, but we... what do we want to do with the... We could... The problem is actions right now. We can't play all 3 of these. We could just plan to recruit copper for a little bit. Like, just go ahead and trash the chapel. That does make the grave robber worse, though. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Let's get the mine. I think I'm gonna start getting stowaways here. Alright, now I kind of want grave robber. And I will spend a favor so that I can play importer. And actions, buy stowaway, buy stowaway. It's kind of down to 4, right? So we need to remember to always resolve pickpockets before stowaway. And we're gonna need draw. So maybe we get a rabble. And turn we mine a copper into a silver. We recruit the silver. Importer, play stowaway, get the silver back. I don't know if this is correct. We could just gain another stowaway. That seems fine. But it isn't taking... Like... We can probably buy a stowaway this turn. Yeah, we can. So I think I'm just gonna gain another rabble. Turn copper into silver again. Recruit the silver. Play importer. Pick the silver up. At some point here, like, recruiting silver is not great, but at some point we'll upgrade that to recruiting, like, rabble or whatever, and then gray robbing that back, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. Okay. I don't know when we spend this last favor. Maybe another grave robber now. I did not draw my my recruiter. I needed that. I needed that. Okay, well, we got it this time. You know, I should have taken a second recruiter. Why didn't I do that? That was silly. Guess we can do it this turn. I mean, it maybe doesn't super matter, but it matters in the sense that I'd rather be top decking a recruiter than like a grave robber. And if I'm planning to recruit one of the 5s anyway. So then, of course, if I don't find grave robber, then I can't get it back. So that's not ideal either. But boy, there's sure a lot of value in picking up a stowaway here if we don't find our money. I think I gotta do it. Okay, I'm down to put the grave robber on top here. Because it gets us the importer. Oh my god, we're spending all the fucking villagers. I think I won't play this grave robber. It's not worth getting a silver out of the trash. But I do think I want to just get more stowaways. Even when the stowaways run, we can like trash stowaway and then regain stowaway to activate stowaway. So like, it's... Yeah, it's good. Alright, clearly taking second recruiter here off of the importer, like I should have done the previous time. I am surprised by the decision to gain all that silver. I wonder if they're just planning to province here or something. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. All right. Play a rabble. Trash a rabble. Grave rob it back. Maybe that wasn't right. Maybe we need to do the stowaway thing now. The problem is we still only get 2 stowaways into play that way. How are we gaining more stowaways while keeping up with provinces, or do we not try to yet? And go for like grave robber stuff. Maybe that is the play. In which case, I do want to. Yeah, I do want to trash the rabble then. All right, get the rabble. Recruit the rabble. Get the rabble. Play the importer. I mean, I guess I can just spend all these villagers and still buy a province. I did net villagers this turn. Yeah. We can do gain a stowaway here to save villagers if we think that's important. Don't have the 3rd stowaway down here. Okay. They have 2 grave robbers. They have an importer in play. They don't have any duration draw, though. They do have 3 rabbles and 6 villagers, though. So if they were to gain a grave robber, then they could potentially get as many as 4 provinces, though I think it would be hard to actually do that. In practice. Because they wouldn't really be able to draw all the stuff that they would need. Nonetheless, I think it's correct for me to take a grave robber and set up for a big province turn of my own. Right. Rabble. I guess we could just trash the gold. It does give us more villagers. Grave rob that back. That last card is the other grave robber. No, it's the other stowaway. We do want to draw that. Okay. In that case... Oh, never mind. All right, importer. Play all this. Now the question is, do we like grave rob the mine into a province now? Then they would only need 3 provinces to win. Which seems distinctly doable. We'd also grave rob it into a duchy. I think I'll play it this way. And if they take 3 provinces, I will be in trouble, but it looks like they're not doing that. Okay. It might be time to spend this favor. Gain another grave robber. All right. We discarded importer stowaway. We discarded grave robber stowaway. I mean, we can recruit duchy. We can recruit stowaways. I think we can just afford to play the rebels normally. 3 grave robbers. So we just need to draw 1 more 5 cost and then we're good, right? Not quite. We can get triple province, which is pretty good anyway. We grave rob a mine onto the top and then trash that. I don't really want to trash the duchy, to be honest. Maybe we trash the importer. That's not too important at this point. We do 2 grave robbers, turn 2 grave robbers into province, and we buy a province. We recruit the well, no, we recruit a stowaway. And then just grave robber, or we can also take some duchies. Well, 1 duchy. Yeah, that should be difficult for them to overcome, even if I have a total dud here. And if we draw the Well. Kintsugi... Okay, well, it doesn't actually matter. We're not gonna... I guess we're not gonna see enough points anyway. Or enough coins, rather. But we can gain another duchy, another 2 duchies. I'm not really sure how they come back from that, points-wise. I guess if they empty the duchies this turn, can they? It doesn't look like they can empty the duchies this turn anyway. Yeah, if they could have emptied the duchies this turn, that would have made a difference for sure. And now I think it's impossible. Yeah. Alrighty. Pulled out the win in the end. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that. I know, like, one of the games that I lost, I felt like, I mean, I may not have played it well, but I probably wasn't in a great position to do much there. The other one, I don't really remember what happened, so hard to say about that. But I mean, it was a close match. My opponent didn't really fumble any of the games outside of maybe the one where I think it was game 1 where they didn't get an outpost. But yeah, so certainly I can certainly I feel somewhat fortunate to have come away with a win. I was I mean, I guess I did think I was ahead in this game specifically because I got to open Recruiter Chapel. Despite being player 2. Not I got to open despite being player 2, but despite being player 2, I thought I was ahead because I got to open Recruiter Chapel. Which is, a nice break. Obviously, the game that the donate game where I was second player, you kind of expected to win, lose when you're second player anyway, so that's not as bad. So yeah, arguably in the aggregate then it kind of broke my way. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with another match against Scumpy, so until then.